Well, that didn't take too long. Now it's finally time to buy the Ectoplasmator. Or is it called the Ectoplasmator? I don't know why that doesn't sound right. You guys tell me, I don't know. I'm going to be giving my honest opinion about this item and finding the best case use. Is it going to be a dud or is it going to be OP? We'll find out. So this is a reward from the shop. It costs 250 Zeal tokens. And what it does is it's similar to a Bone Crusher. However, instead of converting the bones that are dropped from a monster into prayer XP, this item is designed for ghosts. And the way it works, every time you kill a ghost, the prayer XP that you get is equivalent to 15% of the HP level of the monster that you're killing. So this means if the creature has 100 HP, you get 15 XP on prayer. Okay, so the very first place I'm going to try this is Soul Wars itself. All I'm going to be doing is killing the ghost, and not even picking up the fragments, is just seeing how much XP an hour I can get. So my gear is just going to be Void with a Solve Amulet, and hopefully the Solve Amulet does work inside Soul Wars. So this is my first time ever using this. Hopefully the XP rates will be worthwhile, but I sorta doubt it. Well, I sat there spamming trying to get in the entire time and I thought the team was just full. But no, it turns out this is a non-combat item, so you just can't even use it in Soul Wars. There is one thing I have to mention. Speaking of Soul Wars, in my previous upload, some of the information that I put in my video came right off the wiki, and a lot of it was inaccurate. I did catch the fact that bandages heal 20% instead of 10%. However, when I looked up the Soul Wars cape, they were referring to the one that you have in the minigame, which has no stats, but the one outside of the minigame does have 8 prayer bonus and is best in slot. So now that we got that straight, there's only one other thing. At the time, the wiki said you would have to kill the opponent's avatar 10 times to end the game. In reality, it's actually only 5. Which, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. That could have been a hotfix. It might have started out as 10. So now moving on to something that probably should work. We're going to kill some Amber Inspectors. The only reason why I'm wearing a Slayer helmet is for the nose peg effect. Plus it's pretty good in range offense. And it has a little bit of mage defense. And the Solve Amulet's going to be the best thing we can use, even better in the Anguish. However, I don't think it's going to be better than if I was on task with a Slayer helmet in Anguish. And I'm going to be using Dragon Darts this entire time to get the most XP out of this I possibly can.
Get out of my face.
I could have brought a defense potion too, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think this is enough sharks to get an accurate result. And I gotta mention I'm going to be using Rigor the whole entire time and Divine Range Pots. By the way guys, I'm going to be giving away another bond. All I want you to do is like, subscribe, and comment down below with your opinion on this item. And I'll be picking what I think is the most interesting comment. I'm just mowing them down. So far, pretty mediocre XP. Just 13 XP per kill. That's kind of underwhelming. It doesn't look like we're going to have to kill these much longer to realize this isn't amazing. I guess it doesn't hurt. It's XP you wouldn't have normally gotten just passively. So over time, this kind of will pay for itself, but right now it doesn't seem like it's too great. We only got about 4.2k XP per hour, so it's not really overpowered. It's a little bit underpowered in my opinion. So I was going to do Deviant Spectres, but I don't think that's going to be much different than these. They probably have higher defense, and it's probably going to be less XP than 4200. So we're going to move on to the next idea. So I never really thought about reanimated creatures being ghosts, but it seems like they should be, so not only am I using the Ectoplasmater, but I am using a Solve Amulet EI. So the way to make sure the Ectoplasmater is working or not working, just before I kill the monster, I'm going to drop it, and then I'm going to compare it with it in my inventory and see if there's an XP difference. Gotta actually be very specific where you place it. Oops, that time we didn't drop it in time. And this time around, once again, we got 1560 XP without the item in our inventory. So these are not considered ghosts. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but we're going to head to Barrows with this item. I'm still not 100% positive whether a Solve Amulet works at Barrows. A lot of people say it doesn't. Some people say it does. I'm not really sure what to believe anymore considering how inaccurate Wiki can be. But I feel like if this works, which I don't think it's going to work to get prayer XP at Barrows, pretty sure that indicates that the Solve Amulet should be working too. Here's the moment right here. What? It worked! They're ghosts! They're ghosts, but they aren't undead. Go figure, Jagex. Pretty sure they all have the same HP, so let's give it a go and let's see if they actually give 15 prayer XP each. They should give 15 each. 100 HP, 15%, that's always going to be 15. 15 prayer. Interesting. I'm not going to lie, I'm sort of clearing these barrows with range. What the heck? Yep. Once again, it's highly unlikely for this to work, but I'm going to try this at Corp because you never know. And we get no XP drop, so it doesn't work here. So let's try it on some Shades of Morton. We're not going to pick up any of the drops either. Okay, that's interesting. And once again, it looks like we're getting about 4.5k XP an hour. This XP is a little bit bottlenecked by the fact that there's not a lot of spawns in this room. However, any way you look at it, it wouldn't be impressive XP. So I guarantee everyone's going to ask, why didn't you kill revenants? Well, I'm going to kill revenants. It's not that big of a risk. If I get a PKR on me, not only is it singles, so I'll probably live, but, you know, I could always drop the thing too, so it's not too likely that I get PK'd for it. Okay, well, let's start with the dragon and work our way down. I don't have the bracelet on, so I'm only going to kill one of each. I am shredding right now. Okay, that was a quick kill. Wow. 23 prayer XP, not too bad. Let's kill one of the imps down here. One XP, not good at all. Let's move on to one of the hellhounds. Gotta say, I'm hitting pretty well. And that's 12 XP, not too bad. Okay, these things are so scattered around that this is totally not going to ever be worth it. You get the point. Kind of mediocre. So this is like the densest spot I know of to kill regular ghosts. I was thinking about chinning, but I feel like I can clear these all out before they respawn to the point where chinning's not worth it. So let's reset this and take a look at our XP rates. With only 25 HP, I mean, look how long I gotta wait for these to respawn. Definitely not a viable area. So already this is dead content. I kind of wanted to see if your prayer would go up, kind of like when you bury a bone, your prayer goes up, but doesn't work. On to the next one. So I came down here to check out the deviant specters. Let me try killing one of these banshees first. They do look like ghosts. And we didn't get prayer XP, so they're definitely not ghosts. Okay, it is nice that it's multi. It's too bad you can't use a cannon down here. Okay, so we didn't get prayer XP. That's weird. Somehow these deviant specters don't count as ghosts. While we're down here, we might as well kill a shade too. Just to make sure this thing's working. This should give me prayer XP. This is a shade. And it does. And I got a shade robe. So I was sort of excited to try this item. I thought it would be a little bit better. At the very least, if there was a multi-area where you can cannon multiple ghost-type creatures, this would actually be okay. I would say this is definitely inferior to the Bone Crusher, because at least the Bone Crusher gives the full XP of the bone, which in a lot of cases is a lot more than 15% of the HP level of the creature, especially if you're talking about like dragons or something like that. However, this item doesn't require any charges, so that's pretty nice too, and it's just going to add a little passive XP on certain things. So if I were to make a suggestion on this item, since it's a little bit underpowered, it gives you 15% of the HP on XP for prayer. I think it should be sitting around more like 30%. So hope the video was helpful before you run out and go and buy this at the shop. Now you at least know that it might not be worth your 250 points. However, if you grind the game hard, this eventually will kind of pay for itself in time. And if you're a completionist type person like me, it kind of makes sense, but sort of not, because it's really not that great. So I hope to see y'all in the comments. Peace out.